starting now. You'll notice the name of today's talk is Don't Wait Till Next Year. It's December 27th. Don't wait till 2016 for your good year. So for year after year after year, I've heard so many people at the end of a year say, oh boy, next year's really going to be a good year. And it's like, don't make this year lousy waiting for next year to be good. Because in case you didn't notice, you said that last year. What happened? What happened? What happened the year before that when you said, oh, next year's going to be a really good year? I was at the Friars Club last week and someone said to me, you know what, I have a feeling 2016 is really going to be a good year. I said, oh, 2015 was a great year for me. He said, you know, there's a reason I don't like you. But it's true. I mean, 2015 was a great year for me. 2014 was a great year for me. 2013 was a great year for me. 2012 was a great year for me. I'm not going to look back and say, oh, yeah, but this happened, so therefore it wasn't a great year. I'm not going to look at this year and make exceptions for why this was not a good year. This is the year that I had. It was a great year. Because why rob myself of greatness over circumstances? Why rob myself? Because, you know, I'm going to say, oh, but I didn't have this much money, so it wasn't a great year. Oh, I had this health issue, so it wasn't a great year. Oh, these people died. I mean, some of us had a lot of loss in the physical world this year, and I'm well aware of it. It doesn't make it not a great year. This is the year that I had. It was great. It was just great. And for me, in particular, it was a really great year. I mean, a lot of things I liked happened that took place this year. But I'm looking back, and I've had a lot of things I like happen for a lot of years now. I was 14 when I decided we're going to have a great Christmas this year. Because we hadn't. Most of my life, those Christmases had been rough. And I thought, enough is enough. We're not with my stepfather anymore. We're not, you know. This is going to be a delight. And it was. It really was. Granted, that was also the year I won the Battle of the Smoke at home. But it helped. I was the young. It was great. My brothers walked in on Christmas morning, and I'm sitting there with an ashtray next to a big pile of presents, because I'm the youngest. And how come he's allowed to smoke now? Because he's the youngest, and he won. And I'm not saying it, but I don't recommend this. Do not try this at home. I'm just telling you, it's my pet. But there was something about it that year that we all liked each other. We all decided to like each other and not use the past as an excuse for misery today. You know, not to use the past to be ashamed of today. To not use the past for any of that to create lack in our mind. Because lack doesn't exist in reality. It only exists in my mind. So many things we say, I feel, well, it's actually I think. You know, most of the things we're saying, I feel, it's actually I think. They are thoughts, not feelings. And so, to look at it and say, but, so it's December 27th, I believe. As I said, still 2015, starting now, I have a great 2015. Because I don't know what it all means. And I don't know what it all meant. And I looked at my lovely Bible here. And I want to read a couple of things. Chapter 4 of Luke. What? Oh. I just made the connection. Yes, Luke's a son. I'll put this together. I had all this spare time. Chapter 4, Luke chapter 14. It starts at the beginning and it says, now is a very important time. For now is the only time that you can take any action that will make any difference. In spite of its tendency to plan, even the ego understands the truth of the moment now. Approach the current moment with humility. Who remembers what I say true humility is?
Expecting God's best.
True humility is to expect God's best. That's what real humility is. It's not to be beaten down by God. It's not to be embarrassed by God. It's true humility is to expect God's best. Well, if this is what's happening, this must be God's best. Here we go. Approach the current moment with humility as if you do not know what the current moment is for. For you cannot know what is coming or what you should do or where you should go. By approaching this moment in honesty and humility, you open up to hear my guidance, meaning Spirit, within this current moment. When you approach me, meaning Spirit, within the current moment and share your prayers, do not pray about the problems you perceive within the world, expecting me to provide answers to you. Instead, think about your reactions to the problems you have perceived. What thoughts did you notice in your mind? What judgments are you making? Think of prayers an opportunity to empty your mind of guilt, fear, distractions, resistance, and judgment by bringing them to me. Think of prayer as an opportunity to renew your willingness and revitalize your faith. Then, when this has been done, and without specific expectations, ask, what are you to do? You will be rewarded with the guidance that is perfect for your healing in that moment. But know that my reward is not given because you have prayed as I asked. Instead, because you prayed as I asked, you have readied yourself to receive the reward that I have been waiting to give. So you see, we don't get points from God, from Spirit, for praying correctly. By praying correctly, we have changed our mind and our perception of our lives and of our problems. To go to God begging for health, begging for money, begging for anything to change in the world reinforces your vision of the problem in the world. But to approach God as love, to enter prayer time as a being of love, and to be aware, yes, I am experiencing fear. I am experiencing what I perceive as lack. I am experiencing all these thoughts and the results of these thoughts, and I gladly give them over to know the truth. Please don't think the truth is lack. Don't think the truth is sickness. Don't think that the truth is those poor things. Don't think the truth is war. Don't think the truth is politics. Don't think the truth is anything less than the good of God and its perfect abundance flowing through you now. If you can believe even 50% that good could flow through you today, then that's why you go into prayer, so that you can become even more greatly aware of the good that flows through you. That is how everything changed in my life 22 years ago, when I began to pray differently. I read Emmett Fox's book, The Sermon on the Mount, and Emmett Fox in that book told me how it is my mind that creates my experience. He told me, he wrote that book for me in 1934, and he said, even any disturbance you hear can be altered with a change of thought. Any disturbance you hear can be altered with a change of thought. So then I looked over here in Hebrews, chapter, I do this to myself. Oh, there we go. Hebrews chapter 4. And it says, today is now. The mistake you make is thinking that today is tomorrow. And so you see your true desire, but you put it off until another time, like 2016. Truly, I tell you, if you do not choose the true desire of the heart now, it is because you believe that another desire may still be dearest to you. If you believe that another desire is dearest to the truth of your heart, you are sleeping because you've forgotten who you are, and you have forgotten the truth of what you want. In your sleep, you do not remember that the true desire of the heart is your true desire now, and so you do not practice it. But in the fluttering of your eyes, you do remember. In that state of consciousness that nears awakening, you step outside of dreams and remember within the depths of your heart that which is your true desire. And so when you remember, act. Practice the true desire in each moment that you remember it, and you bring yourself closer to the state of full awakening. The Word of God is living and active, and the Word of God within the state of awakening is this: let go of your dreams, for how shall you awaken except through the choice to let go of your dreams? In the awareness of your true desire, within the perception of your dreams, use the moment given to let go of the dreams. This is the practice of awakening. This is the way to open the mind to the state of full awakening. And so, this is not saying don't plan, but be conscious and present when you make your plans. If you're buying a ticket to go on a trip next month, do it now. Make that plan now in the presence, so that you're aware of your sensations as you go online or you get on the phone and you make that, I'm making this reservation now. I'm not living a month from now, 6 months from now. This is what I'm doing now. Eric Butterworth called it the miracle of mindfulness. To be conscious and awake right now of my sensations, of what thoughts am I thinking. And when I was in my seminary, my interfaith seminary, we had to create a ritual. And the one I created was take $20 and wear a pair of comfortable shoes and start at 49th Street and 5th Avenue in New York City. You'll be in front of Saks. And look in those windows in Saks and observe what the mannequins are wearing. That mannequin is wearing a red dress. Do not judge the red dress. Observe the red dress. Observe anything you feel. But do not judge whether you like the red dress or whether you don't like. That has no bearing on anything. Do that in every store window, up to 5th Avenue, going up to 59th Street. Observe every store window, what is in that window. Red dress, blue dress, green dress. Make a right on 59th, go over to Madison. Go up Madison, go up as far as 72nd Street. It's frightening, I know all this. Ralph Lauren is at the corner of 72nd and Madison. Make a right. Go down to Lexington. Make another right. Keep doing it. When you get to 60th Street, make a left. You're going to go over on 60th between 1st and 2nd Avenue. And on the left will be Serendipity, and this is where your $20 comes in. Go in and have a frozen hot chocolate. And that is how you end your meditation.
That's a Shawn meditation.
I was at, somebody put that in a book somewhere. She said, well, can I keep this to put in our manual? And I thought it was a great ritual. But it's the mindfulness, because too often we walk past a store window, oh, I hate that. We want to proclaim everything we love and everything we hate as if it matters. But I see it. You know, I see a purple rug. I see a chair. I see people in the chair. I see Jen Davis there. I see, forgetting your first name, darn it, but Jen Davis's mother-in-law, Paul Davis's mother. I see Dale. I see Carol. I see Charlie. I see Christina. You know, I see this. Now, I'm going to have sensations in all of this. Now, am I going to say, but I'm going to wait until next year to like these people? You know, oh, I can't wait till 2016 when I like you. I can't wait. Oh, my goodness. David and I are going to have a great year next year. Well, what about this year? I still have a few days left of this year. Am I going to put off my great until New Year's Day? I have wonderful plans for every single day this week. But today's Sunday, and I'm having a great time with all of you right now. I'm going to have a great lunch. I'm going to have a great time taking down Christmas decorations. And we're going to 2 parties today, and I'm going to have a great time with that. And then I'm going to have a great time going to sleep tonight. And I'm going to, you know, and then tomorrow's Monday, and I'm here with Gloria in the office, you know, and then tomorrow night, Dave and I are rehearsing my show. And then Tuesday night, who knows what? Oh, I get to be alone. I get to be alone Tuesday evening. I'm planning great things for that. Wednesday night is my show. My friends Nancy and Wayne are coming in. And Thursday's dinner with people. And, you know, every day is great. Every day is great. And I remember days when I sat alone days on end. And I forgot they were great. and until I remembered. And when I started loving those Saturday nights alone, I had fewer Saturday nights alone. Because people wanted to be around me. Suddenly I became more attractive to people. And I got more and more popular, and things, suddenly there was things to do. And so you see, the time really is now. I really encourage you, don't wait until next year for your generosity of spirit to both yourself and others, the ones you like and the ones you don't like. Don't wait till next year to be wealthy. Don't wait till next year to be healthy. Don't wait till next year to be love. Don't wait till next year to be, don't even wait till tomorrow. Don't wait till tonight to be the love that you are. You know, there's a lot of things that seem to be out of our control, that seem to be out of our hands to do, to think, and everything. But there's a lot that is in my control. And the thing that is in my control is what to think. I'm in charge of my thoughts. You have no power to control my thoughts. Much as I wish I could blame you for all of them, I can't hold you responsible for any of them. You did not make me love you. It's a good song lyric, but you didn't make me love you. We love because we are love. And so I have loved this year with you. I am looking forward to a great next year, but I'm so glad it's just a continuation of a great this year. Thank you.